Students, in second part, we will discuss about Akbar's conquest in South. He started his conquest in 1598 till 1601. He won so many territories in South, including Ahmednagar, then Khandesh, and Berar. So these were the three important areas of the South which was won by Akbar. So let us talk about his administration. Akbar had a huge empire and his empire was divided into 15 states, and that time states were known as subas, and that 15 subas were Kabul, Lahore, Multan, Delhi, Agra, Ajmer, Allahabad, Awadh, Bihar, Bengal, Ahmednagar, Malwa, Berar, Khandesh, and Ahmednagar. So these were the 15 states in which were the part of the Akbar's territory. Akbar was a very good and great administrator. He followed the good policies of his forerunner Sher Shah Suris for the welfare of his people. So Akbar divided his administration into two parts, that was known as central provision or central government or the provincial government. In central government, the head of the administration was king himself or emperor himself. So all the powers were vested in the hands of king himself. But Akbar was very benevolent. He had a council of minister to help him or to assist him. Different ministers were there in the different department who were helping Akbar. Even Hindus and other people were also appointed in his council of ministers. So first was Wazir, who was the head of revenue department. The head of the military department was known as Mir Bakshi. Chief Sadr and Chief Qazi, these were the two important ministers, and the last was Mir Saman, who was in charge of imperial household. During the time of Akbar, prime minister was known as Wakil, but he had no power. So to achieve the help, Akbar had important ministers, and to conduct that meetings he built a hall known as Diwane Khas. So let us discuss the provincial administration of the Akbar. As I have already told you that Akbar divided his empire into 15 subas. That subas were further divided into sarkars and then into pargana. Each pargana was comprised of number of villages. Province was kept under the charge of Subedar. He had full military and civil powers. So then there was Diwan, Bakshi, Qazi, Kotwal, and number of other officials. The Parganas in charge was Faujdar. The village was kept under the charge of Mukaddam, Patwari, and Chonkidar. The administration in the province was on the lines of central government. So let us talk about the revenue systems of the Mughal. So Sher Shah's system of revenue was followed by the Akbar with little changes, and the revenue minister of Akbar was Raja Todermal. With the help of Raja Todermal, Akbar started a new system that was known as Todermal's Bandobast. Under the Todermal's Bandobast, the whole land in the empire was categorized into four types depending upon their use and the cultivation. So the instrument used to measure the land was bamboos, and that was known as zarib. So revenue was fixed on the basis of average produce for the past 10 years, and the revenue was fixed 1/3 of the average produce. So it was the wish of the farmers that they could pay in cash or in kind, but during the calamities or such as flood or drought, the revenue of the farmers were remitted by the king. Even loans were given to the farmers to buy the seeds, cattle, and implementations of their farming tools. So trade was also brought in revenue. Both internal and foreign trade was encouraged.